I just don't want them to do a goofy end credit scene for this movie.
Look, see them hating ass niggas talking, tell them niggas stop it. Move back, baby, run down Texas. Off the Berkey, boy, I'm dangerous. I'm in a double R, shit look like a spaceship. Everything is up there.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Redacted Show. I'm your host with the most, with the water and everything from coast to coast. Feeq or Feeq with my co-host.
Dana Dane in the building, also known as Dana Dane Ram, also known as I don't know. But we're having a good day today. It is at the time we're recording this Monday, so this probably will go up Tuesday. But hope everybody's having a good week. This year is coming to a close.
Yes, sir.
And man, shout out to the Astros, dog. Hey, shout out to the Astros. Hey, if we got any New York listeners, I'm sorry, but fuck the Yankees.
We won Houston.
Respectfully.
We won Houston.
We gave y'all what y'all wanted. And
we won Houston.
Y'all just weren't ready to take it. Pause. But yeah. Hey, shout out to the Astros, man. NBA season is in full effect. My boy Kawhi Leonard. He's on minutes restriction right now, but he's been balling. They lost to the Clippers. They lost to the Suns the other day, but he wasn't playing. And I don't even think John Wall wasn't playing, and he wasn't playing. But
so that was just they was like, just go out there and practice.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to say the Texans are doing good, but that'd be a lie. We did do one thing good though. Got rid of I hate that nigga Etterby. Whatever that man name is over football operations, who had no knowledge about football and destroyed our franchise along with Bill O'Brien. So we got rid of him. So that's the last little piece we had to get rid of. Now we just need the McNair family to sell. And then we can fully get rid of all the cancer in the Texans organization.
Yeah. It's just like, the Texans have been needing a breath of fresh air since they were founded, and we thought we had that in the shine, but that nigga wanted to do nut shit.
He wanted to do some crazy stuff at some massage parlors. Yeah, he's a criminal.
Yeah, that nigga weird. I'm glad he's out of the Houston Texans organization.
And it's crazy that, and we all know this, but the NFL, they love money. That they was like, at first, honestly, his suspension, he should have been kicked out the league, but his suspension, they gave him quote unquote suspension. That ain't no suspension, a slap on the wrist. It was 11 games, and now he coming back the same game as the Texans. They played the Texans. I was like, oh, y'all love money, boy.
Yeah.
I know they looked on the calendar. They said, when should we bring him back? Somebody said the Texans game. Trust us, he'll be all-time viewing.
Oh, it definitely will. But yeah, in terms of Houston sports, the Astros have been keeping it afloat, really. The Rockets,
they backpacking. The Astros.
They really are. The Rockets not doing shit. I mean, I like the young talent they got, but I'm a Spurs fan. Spurs are shocking me this year. I like Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell. Those two are really going to be the highlight of the team, but we not going to be good. We are not going to be good.
I'm not about to make no noise.
No. I'd be shocked if we made the play-in tournament, but no. But in the lottery, hopefully we can get a high draft pick. Maybe get Scoot Henderson or Wembanyama, but I don't think that's going to happen unless
everybody named Mama want Wembanyama.
Yeah, because he's the second coming of
something.
All of them. KD, LeBron, Giannis, all of them.
They had something. It was talking about some. I know. Fuck. I was about to say something. They had some. It was like some GMs for like some different teams. They said something saying like whatever team he goes to, like their like value is gonna increase by like X amount of like a lot of money.
It will.
They're like it's gonna like double that teams or something.
Their market, like almost.
Yeah, it's gonna
to the same
make
level
it crazy.
As LeBron and Zion when he first came in the league. It's gonna boost their market for real. That nigga can go to what's a low tier market?
Utah.
That nigga can go to Utah or Portland. Or that nigga can go to the OKC. And they're immediately in talks of everybody's going to be focused on the Thunder. Like they were when KD and all them were there. That'd be crazy if he got drafted to the Thunder because they'd have Chet, Josh Giddey, and Wembanyama.
Yeah.
They'd be ready to start winning now with all them draft picks too. But yeah, hopefully the Spurs can get a good draft pick. It's just the Spurs, I don't know, they don't draft immediate talent. Like this guy they drafted in the 12th spot.
Y'all do development. Y'all draft players to develop them, not to start them.
Yeah. But it's like the dude we drafted is starting and he not doing shit. So it's like, I guess I'm trusting Pop's process, but it ain't looking too good off rip. So we're not gonna be competitive.
Nah, we'll see. We'll see how all these sports plays out. All I know is Astros World Series. We're about to win that shit too, cause
dickhead.
Cause what the hell is Philly?
I mean, Philly probably will be our toughest bat. I think we will slip one game to them, but I do expect us, like the way we've just been dominating teams.
Yeah, it just made me ready for the parade.
To be honest, to be very honest,
it just made me say, "Hurry up and get home."
Like when they first had the parade, and I trust us, we're gonna get to the day topic, but we just going on right here. But when they first had the parade, I was like a freshman, and I wasn't into with baseball like that. I just remember they won and all the
that first parade was crazy. That whole was fun. That whole was fun as hell.
And if we win this way,
oh man,
Houston might flip on itself.
It might shut down again. Because I remember when they won the World Series. I think it was
2017.
Yeah, when they won that one, I had made a tweet. I had said, "What I make?" I was like, "Whataburger beats In-N-Out." I had said Whataburger beats In-N-Out, and I put a picture of Whataburger on Floyd knocking out. Who did he fight that year? Was it McGregor? He fought somebody and he punched him, like he hit him. And I'll put In-N-Out over whoever the person was. Now it went a little crazy, but that was funny. That whole sequence and then fucking all the academies and all that shit. Niggas was camping out in front of them.
One of my friends was camping out that year for them championship shirts. And I know it's about to happen again when they win.
I might need to get one.
Low-key.
But I ain't about to spend $80 for that house, so I might have to find one.
You spend $80, you flip it for $150.
Shit, you might be able to split that over $300. It's gonna be one crazy fan that'd be like, I didn't get one.
No, it's crazy, and it's almost like how the Astros are like the villain of the league from that 2017.
Oh, because
they embraced that shit now. Like initially, they weren't really fucking with it. But I think over the years they brought the team together, and you can see okay, yeah, y'all niggas don't fuck with us, but we still gonna whoop y'all ass.
Mm-hmm.
With or without the trash cans. So, that'd be funny if like they won this year and they have all of them got like trash cans.
That would they all. Right. Imagine they win at home, right? And then they bring out just a lot of trash cans, like while they're all like running out. You see somebody they just all bring out like trash cans. That would be crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be hilarious. Now, this is the last thing, and we go on to the next hour. But if I said this to someone earlier today, if the Astros sweep the Phillies, MLB they might do a year-long investigation on this.
Nigga, they gonna get the FBI and CIA.
Because there's no way these niggas just swept everybody. That's what the MLB is gonna think. They gonna get the fucking, like Feeq said, the FBI on these niggas checking for cameras, sticky tack, foreign substance, doping, all that shit.
Your foot tapped your foot tap off beat. They gonna be like, that's cheating. He's doing Morse code.
Nah, but a sweep is insane. I didn't think they sweep them, but
and you know who else about to get swept? Ant-Man and the Wasp and Quantumania. King about to sweep them.
Good transition to the topic of today. So as we're recording this, the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania trailer came out today, and we both watched it. And just our first impressions is gas. Like
first impression, yeah, that whole
wait to start off Phase 5. Like. It's gonna be crazy.
I think that hole is gonna put so much, because people keep saying people keep saying all this stuff. There's no high stakes right now, and niggas. And I know I say this every time we talk about Marvel. It's still a building phase. We're at the end of the building phase now. Now that She-Hulk's done, and now that Black Panther's about to come out, that's like the end of the building phase.
Right.
I feel like Black Panther's gonna be like the little push into the high stakes, but Quantumania is gonna be that one. I'm feeling it now. That's gonna be like, oh shit, these niggas are in trouble, to say the least.
Yeah, I think after Ant-Man, Quantumania will like you said, stakes are gonna get high. I low-key think someone's gonna die in this movie.
I think Ant-Man's gonna die.
I don't know if he's gonna die, but
they could. You know what they might do? Well, you have any more things you want to say about the trailer?
Well, no, just the trailer was good. The CG was amazing.
That's where that's one thing. That's where they put their budget to.
That movie has to be expensive, but I don't know how much they made in that movie, but all the money is going to that CG, you know.
That's why all the CG in the recent shows people been complaining, but
I say they took all the money.
They said just make the scripts okay.
They
CG,
took the money.
We don't care.
They took the CG money from She-Hulk and
put it Quantumania.
They said, Moon Knight, you don't need this? No, I don't. Give me this. They took all the budget. They took all the budget money for all these Disney Plus shows and was like, yeah, we're about to make this close to $200 to $300 million movie in terms of CGs and
so it probably is.
Y'all not using this. Moon Knight, we don't need enough Moon Knight. We will take this over here and use it for Kang and his costume, which looks great, by the way. But that's all I really had to say before we start getting into the details of the trailer.
I would say this is just one thing that's going back to excuse me, good Lord. Going back to you talking about somebody might die. They could, but I don't know how they would do it. They could have Hank Pym die.
I was thinking that I was thinking either Hank Pym or Hope.
Yeah,
like Wasp. There's no way they killed the child because
they're not killing her because she's gonna be probably a young Avenger.
Exactly.
Like that's why they showed her in the suit, so you know she gonna have the same.
Yeah, she's not dying.
Yeah,
because that would literally throw out their Young Avengers project, which we know is happening.
So I think Hank might put on. This is just me speculating. It was no evidence of this in the trailer at all. They could have Hank put on an Ant-Man suit, and then he gets killed in it. But that's just speculation. But we can go more into the trailer now. So the trailer starts off with niggas calling Ant-Man Spider-Man. I thought that was very amusing to me.
Yeah, that shit was funny. And it's almost like a tag at like how I guess back to the events of No Way Home, where it's like people still remember Spider-Man, but they just don't remember who he is. Mm-hmm. You know, so it goes back to that spell. And it's like you said, that was funny. And it's almost like the old man getting them confused because they're both insect themed superheroes. Yeah. And Hank Pym was just like, and he gave it that nut.
And they did the same thing on didn't they do the same thing on Endgame when then he go see the Hulk and then he was like, y'all want a picture of me? And they were like, who are you? The kids? Was it him?
Oh,
it was him, right?
Yes,
yeah. They did the same thing. They were like, he was like, I'm Ant-Man. They was like, they all looked around. They looked at Hulk. Hulk was like, it's okay.
Yeah, that was funny. So it was like just seeing him go from that to basically this celebrity, you know,
and niggas still don't know him like fully.
Yeah, they don't. And then they Spider-Man, Spider-Ant. But yeah, so we get to see that. We get to see his life. Everybody's all happy. We see that they recasted Cassie Lang because originally it was someone else, but they got another actress.
Dang, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, because if you remember. The one, because we first saw Cassie in Endgame.
Yeah, I remember when he knocked on the door and she came to it.
And now someone completely different. Weren't you the one that told me like no one reached out to her? So
no,
that's how they recant.
No, it wasn't her. It was old dude that plays U.S. Agent. Oh, he said that in an interview. He said something like, "Oh, they haven't reached out to me yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm in the movie." He said something. I was like, "Fuck."
I mean, he's in Thunderbolt, so
Yeah, so I'm pretty, but it was like early on before they really announced Thunderbolt Project. So he was, I doubt they recast him this early. That would be kind of like, damn.
But I thought you told me like, so I'm sorry, that was my phone. But I thought you told me like the way the other original Cassie Lang found out was like through social media and no one reached out to her.
No. I ain't seen nothing like that. It might be. Shit, I might.
That's some whole shit though.
That would be crazy. You're just waiting for your agent to call you.
Because it's almost the same thing with athletes because I be like hearing athletes say they find out getting traded through social media. Like you never want to find out some shit like that through a third party.
Yeah, you always want your source, your agent, whoever manages you. If you manage yourself, you always want to know from the source.
You want to know before it's out there.
Yeah, so you know how to react. But it's like, damn, I just got traded. That's just like, who was it that got traded? It was somebody, I forgot who. It was somebody on a team. They got traded during halftime. Who fuck was it, bro? I can't remember. I just remember that nigga was like, bro, I was suiting back up. They're like, you got traded.
Nah, this kind of topic, but this makes me remember like when DeMar DeRozan, because he was on JJ Redick's podcast, and he was talking about how he was like convinced he was going to the Lakers. And the next day, I think he went to sleep or something, or was doing something, and Kyle Lowry calls him and was like, bro, they traded you to Chicago. He was like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? I thought it was a done deal. And
what the hell your
even
agent
the same
do?
with Donovan Mitchell. He thought he was going to the Knicks. He was like, hey, I thought it was a done deal. Went to sleep, woke up one day to Cleveland.
That's insane.
Like, oh, shit.
Waking up having to go to Ohio. Disgusting. Niggas. If we have any listeners in Cleveland, I'm sorry, but y'all are an apocalyptic place. But yeah, that would be crazy if she found out like that. But it's shit she may have. I don't know.
Yeah, unfortunate. But anywho, so we see Cassie like fidgeting with the device, and it's obviously like a prototype prototype satellite signaling device using quantum energy, which is gonna be. I already see
plot
being
device.
Like plot device / MacGuffin /
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing that Kang's like make this for him. He gonna say something, even though probably has the technology. He probably gonna have them try to make something dealing with quantum.
Yes.
Some stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's more. I think, and we kind of see this later on in the trailer. Kang is gonna have Scott Lang do a heist for him for some type of resource or energy or artifact for his plan for his devices to better control the timeline that he's using with quantum energy. So obviously it's gonna involve quantum energy. It's gonna involve some heisting. Some fighting. I don't know if we're gonna see this Kang like throw hands though. I want to. I don't know if we will though. I could be wrong.
I think we're gonna see him throw hands, not like serious though. I think he's gonna do some shit where it's like, I'm obviously stronger than you, so I'm just about to beat your ass a little bit just so you understand I'm serious. I think it's gonna be like some shit like that.
I agree.
Because in the San Diego, not San Diego Comic-Con, the fucking D20 I think it was D23 when they showed that clip that they still haven't shown to the public.
That was Comic-Con.
It was Comic-Con?
Yeah, because San Diego, because D23 was more so revealing more stuff that they didn't say at Comic-Con.
Okay. So at Comic-Con, when they had that clip where that nigga saying, what did he say? He was like, you're an Avenger, have I killed you yet? I think that scene goes into the one that was in the trailer when he was like Ant-Man, because when you put the subtitles, it says Ant-Man, but he's like, it says the question mark, like he's like trying to figure out if that's really his name. He's like Ant-Man. Yeah. So I think both those scenes are back to back, but it was a clip of showing Ant-Man like bloodied as fuck from that hoe. Like like you could tell somebody beat that nigga's ass like a fucking bad child.
Probably got jumped by his clones or by his variants, but yeah, I think more so in this movie we're gonna see how smart Kang is. I think it'd be better for us to see that. Obviously, we know they're gonna show some source of like physical power, but I think the important thing is showing how like intellectually on a whole nother level he is compared to Thanos. Because it's like, you know, they need to prove to the audience
that he's a threat.
Yeah, he's more of a threat than Thanos. Mm-hmm. And I think a way to do that is by showing how methodical, how intelligent he is, and how scary he is through that. Yeah. And, so I think this would be an introduction into that, and this is going to lead right into Kang Dynasty, and that's just going to unleash, you know.
The Kangs.
Quite literally. We also get to see some of his, like,
army. You talking about that part?
That, and, like, just the city he's in, I think it's called the it's Chrome something with a C, but like his city where he like his city and central area where he controls like his quantum energy and where he controls the timeline at. So we get to see that. Obviously we get to see the quantum realm, which I think looks very good. Definitely very different than the glimpse of the quantum realm we got in
it looks more
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, it looks like I think Ant-Man, I feel like it's a good transition because Ant-Man and the Wasp, since they were kind of like traversing through it fast, I feel like it was like almost like a blur. So I kind of liked how it looked in that movie, and now it's like, okay, you're transported there, it's more focused. So I kind of like that kind of, whether they wanted to do that or not, they did something like that. But
yeah,
I like that. It was one part in the trailer, Kang was, when he was talking about, I need you to get something for me. That's obviously what you were talking about earlier, him getting some shit for Kang. But it was a part when he was like, I can give you, he was like, he said something about not save.
Like, he can save Cassie and give you more time.
Yeah, I can give you more time. And then they said that, and it showed that scene of like a bigger Ant-Man disintegrating. So I was like,
Yeah, that was a live ass scene. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's like, since they're in the quantum realm, maybe they, I don't know, get some type of fucking sickness or some shit, or it could be some, I don't know if they'll do something that in depth, but I don't know.
I don't know about all that.
I just want to know why he said that he'll give you more time.
Maybe, or, you know, they're trapped down there for a certain amount of time because, like, they got through there with the device, but the device was signaling Kang, and Kang pulled them in. You know what I'm saying? And it's like Kang knew, like he sensed them and pulled them in. But I think it's something along those lines on top of, I'd had my thought, but I really forgot it. But I had it, and then it
just dissipated.
But yeah, all in all, I guess in terms of like the other characters, we see what's his name? Bill Murray's character.
Yeah. Do you know who his character is?
I think it's rumored that he's supposed to be some character called Craggle or something like that. He's like a villain in the Ant-Man comics, and he's from the microverse, but they're kind of in this world. They're kind of using the microverse
as the quantum realm
in the same sense, because the word microverse is owned by Hasbro, and they're like micro something. Like Marvel doesn't have the rights.
Yeah, so micro realm, some shit probably.
Yeah, the quantum realm, hence Quantumania and all this quantum energy stuff. And obviously, the events of this movie will lead into not only Kang Dynasty, but the events of Loki. Hell, even honestly, I think it might lead to What If too.
I think, doesn't it lead to? No, I'm thinking about Ironheart. Never mind. I was about to say, does it lead into Secret Wars?
I mean,
Secret Invasion.
It'll definitely tie directly into Kang Dynasty, and then obviously everything's leading to Secret Wars. So we'll see how that is. But I don't know. I'm really excited for this movie.
One thing I really enjoyed, I like they did this with Kang's design, is, you know how on his face he has those marks? That's usually the helmet, like the mark above his eye and underneath the eye. I like how they made that scars.
Yeah, I noticed that too. That was nice. And then just his whole costume design. Obviously, we get like a glimpse of it, but it just looked like very well done while also being like true to the comic book adaptation, like being comic book accurate. And I like that. Everyone's suits look good, CG look good.
Yeah, whoever in the costume department, they're doing their thing.
Scott Lang, Paul Rudd. Scott Lang is a national treasure. Got to protect him at all costs. But I guess going into that, kind of predicting endings are like this. What do you think off the top of your head? I mean, I know you said Hank Pym.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of time for him to go.
Yeah, I think because I don't feel like I feel like at this point he's not really adding that much anymore.
Right.
Besides the Pym particles, and even then, it's like we got niggas that can make that. It seems like we got niggas that can make that, or even fucking Paul Rudd knows how to make it for some reason. Almost seems like. Yeah. So I feel like beside the Pym particles, he's not needed for anything. So I feel like he's definitely an expendable character.
I would say he's less expendable, barring the barring the like the notion that, let's say, I guess the asterisk of Paul Rudd doesn't know how to make Pym particles.
Okay,
he's the only one that knows.
If he's the only one, then he has to stay alive.
He has to stay alive.
Then he's not dying.
If he doesn't, I can see him dying.
Yeah. So this is me saying Paul Rudd and his daughter and what's his daughter name? Hope. Yeah. Hope and what's Wasp?
Wasp is Hope, and then his wife is Jane Van Dyne.
Yeah. Them, I feel like if they know how to make Pym particles, then he's expendable. If they don't, then they need that nigga. But I feel like he's gonna I feel like he's gonna die. Ant-Man's gonna get fucked up. If they wanna just add a little more effect, they'll kill that nigga. If they wanna like make a statement where it's like, at this point in the MCU, anybody we want could die. If they want to make a statement like that, which I don't think they will, because Marvel does not usually do that besides shit Endgame from what I've seen.
Yeah.
If they want to make a statement like that early on for the rest of this phase, they'll kill him. And it'll be like, everybody will literally be like, oh, what the fuck? But I feel like Hank Pym and then maybe his wife, I feel like them too. And Wasp might, but I don't see them killing her.
I personally see them killing her before Hank. The only way I see Hank dying is if it's like a sacrifice scene and it's like it's him or them. You know what I'm saying?
I really don't want one of those scenes. Those scenes kind of they're good for some movies, but sometimes they get kind of like, okay, bro, you didn't have to sacrifice yourself. You're just forcing.
Yeah, but we'll see. Shit, we thought Thor was going to die and that nigga got a whole daughter. Going into Avengers 5, but that movie tonally was gonna be different than Ant-Man Quantumania. Obviously, for the most part, Ant-Man movies are pretty lighthearted, and he hasn't faced any like serious villains outside of the Wasp, and like Ghost was a thing, but that movie really was more so about exploring the quantum realm.
Yeah, Ghost wasn't even a villain. She just needed some fucking medical attention.
She was just misunderstood for real. But so this will be, I think it's still gonna be an Ant-Man and Wasp movie, pretty lighthearted, jokey, not on the level of Thor Love and Thunder.
Yeah. I think the first half is gonna be way more jokey and showing like the scenes we saw in the first part of the trailer, him going around doing all this PR stuff and all that stuff, joking. I think that's gonna be like 30 minutes max of the film. I don't even think it'll be 30 minutes. I think it'll be like 15.
Yeah. And then, tonally, once they get in the quantum realm,
it's gonna be like, oh shit.
Yeah. Because we don't know if they gonna make it out.
Yeah. I guarantee you somebody dying.
Or like, because in the, time is affected differently in the quantum realm. So, and that's, tied into the multiverse and all this different things. So, who knows? They may get out the quantum realm
and it could be
end up somewhere else in the timeline, or it may be so fast forward in the timeline
they end up back
where they end up in Kang. Exactly.
They end up in
Kang Dynasty.
Hey, low key, if they have that as like the last scene or the end credit scene, like they leaving, they get out and it's like just
what? It's like Kang has took over anything. They go to Earth and Kang is literally, no pun intended, like conquered Earth.
Yeah, and
like,
then
it's just all Kang.
And what if they just end that whole saying Ant-Man will return for Kang Dynasty?
Yeah,
that means you gotta wait 2 years to see what happens to this nigga. Well,
Right.
more than 2 years, however long.
That's 2 years because it's 2025.
Okay, yeah. So that would actually be a very hard ending.
Yeah, I guess going into that, we can segue like possible end credit scenes that might happen. So we have that, they leave.
And then and then they end up in like a different timeline / movie part, future movie.
I can see it tying, like them ending right before the events of Loki, and Loki somehow, like them being in Loki, and then we find out like Paul Rudd is in Loki season 2.
I was gonna say it could be some shit where he pops up and then he ends. And they pop up at like a TVA.
Yeah, they pop up. He pops up in the TVA agency, and we see Mobius, and he's like, "How you doing?" But it's not the timeline.
It's not the.
It maybe it's like a different timeline that Loki's in, because we know when after the events of Loki season 1,
he went to a different timeline.
He went to a timeline, and it's that Kang,
and it's the like a war style Kang almost, the way they had that big ass statue.
And like Kang, like there's an infinite number of Kangs, so we don't even know. And personally, I think this is like the least popular choice. But let's say like they killed this Kang, but there's multiple Kangs, so he could just pop up at any time. Like they win, they kill him, and they end up in shit. It could still wind up like they kill him, they get out of the quantum realm, and there's something hinting that it's not their Earth, or it's like Kang's Earth is still watching. You know what I'm saying? So, or maybe like that, just each time you kill a Kang, you spawn a million more.
Yeah. I just don't want them to do a goofy end credit scene for this movie.
I think there will be 2. I think the real post credit scene will be maybe like a running joke that they have in the movie. Like it's really like it kind of has been outside of, I'd say, Shang-Chi for the better part of like the MCU movies, like with Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, with that joke, with Thor Love and Thunder, when she went to Valhalla. I wouldn't say that was like a joke necessarily, but
it was just like oh shit, she can go there.
Yeah, kind of got her, just paying her off, and kind of paying her off in a way where she's liable to return in like Secret Wars or something.
True, as
a Valkyrie, but
they could do some shit where it's another like, oh, you're Spider-Man. They could do some shit like that at end credit scene,
or he end up in this is me literally speaking out of thin air, but they end up in like Earth 838, and then he reads Franklin
with that hot dog dude. Oh, you said.
I guess he did. Never mind. Or maybe like another, not Franklin. I meant Reed Richards.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
but,
I know what you meant.
Yeah, he ends up in a timeline where he meet Reed Richards and something like that. Or
they make him meet the Maker, the other version of Reed Richards. That would be too much.
If I see the Maker in this movie, I'm like, no.
I would scream. I'll be like, stop.
Like, it's not earned. Maybe like the end of Secret Wars after we see Fantastic Four, but that's something you got to build to.
They'd have to be in Secret Wars,
or it's like the next Avengers movie after
Secret
that
Wars,
would be
Battle World.
Yeah, and it's that. But shit, I have no idea, and there's so much other stuff that they are tying into with the mutants.
I forgot about them.
Different things like that. I was thinking in terms of Deadpool,
Wolverine,
so it's like
all that
this
stuff
Secret Wars movie is just going to be a conglomerate of different actors. Speaking of that, apparently it's confirmed that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back for Secret Wars.
Oh, Secret Wars?
Yeah, that was kind of like
I'm gonna shed a tear when he come on screen.
Yeah, so however much money they paid him to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be good to watch. But in terms of Ant-Man, yeah, I'm excited for this movie. Like, this trailer made me more excited to see it. Not like I wasn't going to see the shit anyway, but I'll be more intrigued to see what happens instead of just me buying a ticket.
Yeah, it made me very hyped for Kang. I'll say that. because his dialogue was like, all right, like, okay, he's gonna be very serious, and I feel like since they're doing the version of Kane, they might make this one, like you said, like more of a smart. Well, they all fucking smart, but you know what I mean, like the more smart one, where he's like, I'll beat your ass if I want to, but I want to really like talk and break shit down and all that. The scheming smart one, I mean, he might be some shit like that, but I feel like it's gonna be very good. I think I'm gonna say it now. This might be one of the best solo Marvel movies outside of Avenger movies. We'll say.
Yeah, it has the potential to be, and hopefully they live up to that. But all in all, we're excited for this movie. We're excited for the possibilities. We don't know what's gonna happen, but what we do know is what will be on that screen is some live ass shit.
Yes, sir.
We gonna be there for it. And so I guess that's really all I have to say about the movie.
Yeah, that's all I got, because we'll bring y'all House of Dragons next week.
Yeah, still need to watch that.
Yeah, somebody ain't watched that masterpiece. The last episode.
Yeah, and then so we have that coming up on top of like our Black Adam review.
Oh yeah, I do need to watch that movie.
That's definitely in the tuck. But with that being said, we'll go to our Get in Our Bag question. So in terms of Getting Our Bag questions, thinking of one right now. Probably some I guess so. My question is, if you had the opportunity to go to the quantum realm,
okay,
would you take it?
Would I go?
Yeah.
Do I have powers? That's the question.
You have a suit that prevents you from any harm, like possible harm, so you can go and you could be fine. But in terms of powers, no.
So it's just me with like
and you're protected from outside influences. You just have the area, like the chance to go shrink that far and go to.
Can I make myself come back immediately if I wanted to, or no? Or it's like somebody
you gotta wait 5 minutes.
Oh,
but 5 minutes down there,
yeah, that could be
5 years up here.
That could be 500 years down there. Oh, the nigga in me say no, hell no. But like, but like the nerd also says go, nigga. Why not? Nah, I wouldn't go. Nah, not gonna do it. If I had powers, I'd definitely go. I wouldn't care. But nah, just me with a suit. Yeah, I feel like I'd be the example that's made. Like, I'll go down there and y'all would hear me on the comms. I'd be like, oh, what's that? Ah! Get fucking killed. Like, nah. God would make an example out of me.
That's crazy.
Would you?
It's almost like you, like, part of me is like, no, but part of me is also like, if I have the chance to see it and I'm protected, I think I'd do it. I think I would go down there for 5 minutes. Come back looking 50 years old. Now I'm playing.
You gonna come back with everything's burnt.
Like, what the fuck?
You're like, what happened? Oh man.
Come back, everybody blipped.
Thanos is just looking at you. The nigga says, how are you doing? Okay.
Yeah. Do you have another one?
All right, getting our bag. For a homecoming tailgate, would you rather what? Would you rather what? Chicken and waffles, or mac and cheese and chicken?
What time is the game?
The game is the same time Redacting University plays at 11. So,
and it's chicken and waffles or mac and cheese and what?
Chicken. So the only difference is one is waffles and one is mac and cheese.
I'll take the mac and cheese and chicken because you can eat that almost any time of the day. Like anytime past 10, that shit getting ate. So I'd say the mac and cheese and chicken because it's not really hard to mess up mac and cheese, and it's very. I think it's more like
I had some messed up mac and cheese in my day.
Them niggas don't know how to cook.
They don't.
But like, there's more likelihood for good mac and cheese and chicken than, you know, maybe a soggy waffle.
I was gonna say that. Niggas talking about they want waffles. I'm like, boy, them hoes gonna be sweating out their ass.
They gonna be sweating more than me.
You gonna have a fucking sponge waffle and looking sweaty ass chicken. Nah, bro. Give me that mac and cheese at 11 a.m. I'm a grown man. My stomach can handle it.
Yeah. But cheese. Mac and cheese and cheese. I don't have any problems with waffles, but it's like at a tailgate,
I don't want to be.
It's likely for it to be soggy. Like, it's not gonna be my kind of waffle.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like fresh right out the.
Now, if I'm at like a restaurant, I might take the waffle over the mac and cheese. But at a tailgate where you're feeding a mass amount of people in a short amount of time, give me that mac.
Who said they getting fed? No, I'm joking.
Me. Stop, man.
But yeah, that's all for our Get Our Bag. Redacted rule. Is it me this week or are you?
I did it before Ejoma because Ejoma was last week.
Okay, so it's me.
Now it's your turn.
I will say for redacted rule number, who knows? I need to get the count. I need to listen to all the endings of all these episodes and get the count. Redacted rule number something. I will say. Redacted rule. I got it. Don't stress too hard, right? Don't stress too hard. The reason I say that is usually when I'm stressed about stuff, I always ask myself, will it really matter in like a week or a year? If I can tell myself it won't, I'm good.
Yeah.
So don't stress too much.
Yeah.
Give yourself grace. Everybody going through stuff. You'll be good.
Yeah. That's definitely true, you know. Something I need to work on, but it's almost like I'm almost too hard on myself. But it's like, if I'm not doing it, then who is, you know what I'm saying? So outside of your parents. But
yeah.
You know, that was a good one, you know. Don't stress too much.
Don't stress too much. Hey, man. You only get life once from what I know. Maybe twice. Who knows?
Reincarnated, nigga.
I low-key probably am. Who knows? But all in all, don't stress. Be blessed. Drink water. Shave your chest. Wear a vest.
You know the rest. And with that being said, we're going to end this episode. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us for another one of the Redacted Show. We love you guys. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us again. Make sure you guys share us on all platforms. Rate us a 5-star and get us to the promised land of
something.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe 2,000 downloads. 2,000 downloads right now. Smash that download button right now. Put a bat to it. Break that bitch. Smash the download button. Sound like a damn YouTuber.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Share us, rate us a 5-star. That helps with the show and getting it out there. And with that being said, it's been your boy Dana Dane.
It's been your boy Feeq.
And we out.
Peace.
Recipes call me, I'ma show 'em how to shoot. On the 4-5, jump in the ass, my crew. Yeah, I'm stepping with a fat, keeping all of the hoes on mute. Pull up park, could be yellow with a brew. 48 for a quick burst. Crazy 8s in the back, yeah, the trunk on hot like a cue. 40 on me when I'm in the backseat. Blotter, paper pre-cut. Chris make juice to the drop like Shane came with a clean plate, came with a sink. The Parator came with a mate. Tricones white like paint. My hoe by the hoe, cause she know it's my king. Hit on my side, cause I drop a song. Think you should hit up the link. The phenotype came from the pink Colombian thing. Yeah, the genetics unique. Cellular right on the beat. I'm teaching the hoe like I'm Play-Doh. I got the veggies like by the tomato. You got a basic called making Alfredo. I put a bag on a whole my payroll. I get active at night, then I lay low. The salmon was breaded with panko. Drunk in my soup, I believe it was Mako. Think I'm a Soviet clutching a Draco. You said it was bacon, we taking your cake though.